I'm Eve Embodied. I signed up for a 500-hour yoga teacher training with zero intention of ever teaching yoga. I talk a lot about why I did that in my first video, but I do just want to reiterate that I think the yoga teacher training is the tool that I needed for my embodiment practice. So my goal is to become more embodied, more able to listen to and hear what my body has to say, more aligned with what my body's communicating and what my body needs. Working together with my body, basically, to just be my best self. And I think for me personally, yoga teacher training was a good tool, a good container to spend time thinking about those things and being present on my mat and really slowing down and tuning in and hearing what my body has to say. With that comes how we approach that. And one of the interesting things that I've been thinking about is what if we approached our relationship to our body like someone we were dating? So, someone you're excited about falling in love with, someone you're excited about spending the rest of your life with, someone you really want to develop a true partnership, really get to know and work together and build something beautiful. I think a lot of times we think of our body as something to manage and contain and whip into shape. But really, I think your mind, your body, your spirit are all three equal pieces of you that need to work together in alignment, in tandem, and be respected equally in order to live the most fulfilling, beautiful, authentic life. So I really wanted to think about what dating my body would look like. And so I think for me, it looks like spending time with it, quieting my mind so that I can hear what my body is saying. And that's still a practice. It takes me time to get to that place. I'm hoping by the end of this embodiment journey, tuning into my body is easy to drop into. Right now, it does take me more time. I might need to sit on my mat and breathe, or sit on my balcony and listen to the wind and the birds and the world going on around me with my eyes closed and just tuning in to how my body feels and what my body might be communicating with me. Are my muscles tight? Are my shoulders raised? Are they lowered? Am I clenching my jaw? Things like that, where I'm really tuning in and paying attention and trying to understand the what and the why. Going on walks and not listening to anything and just sort of paying attention to how each step feels. And do you feel it in your foot, in your leg, in your knee, in your hips? And just really tuning in and paying attention to what each step on your walk feels like in your body. Taking yourself out to dinner and not having a phone, not having a book, and tuning in when you're ordering. What does your body want right now? Does it need fiber? Does it need protein? Does it need comfort food? That all of it is okay. But just tuning in and really listening and understanding what your body's asking for, and then eating slowly and listening to your body as you're eating and feeling your swallows and drinking your water or whatever you chose to drink for your meal, and just being present with the feelings of digestion and slowing down and stopping when you feel full and maybe taking some home, maybe walking afterwards and just feeling the fullness move through your body as you walk home or walk to your car or walk around the block after your meal. Just really truly tuning in every type of moment throughout a day, a week, and just finding time to be present and listen to your body. Something that is unique about me, and maybe unique about you too. I have type 1 diabetes. I have had type 1 diabetes for 30 years. Type 1 diabetes is an autoimmune disease, so my immune system actually attacked my own cells and killed all the insulin producing cells in my body. So, forever until there's a cure, I have to take exogenous insulin. That means I inject through syringes or an insulin pump outside of my body to take the insulin that I need to survive, to live. But you need it mostly for ingesting food. There's other things that can raise your blood sugar and other reasons why you might need to take insulin, but primarily it's so that you can eat. And so with that, my blood sugar can go high, my blood sugar can go low, it can stay stable. There's other things that happen in your body without insulin, and there's other hormones that I'm missing as well. And so you would think type 1 diabetic is so in tune with their body and so embodied in what's happening. But I've found that because type 1 diabetics typically make 200 extra decisions a day around our disease, whether that be how much insulin to take, how many carbs are we eating, how much fat or protein is in our meal. So is that going to make the carbs hit later? Did I exercise before I ate? Am I exercising after I eat? Where's my blood sugar right now? And how is taking my insulin now going to impact my blood sugar later? Am I doing something stressful? There's a million things that can impact my blood sugar. And all of those decisions and all of those treatment things, all of that, even though it's about my body, is happening in my brain. So even though I'm tuned in because I have to know if my blood sugar is low or high, and we have continuous glucose monitors and ways to test our blood sugar to see, but like we feel those things too. Like I can feel when I'm going low, and I know it usually before my CGM knows it. We feel when our blood sugar is high. We might be thirsty and tired and irritable, or if we're low, we might be sweaty and seem a little drunk or weird or whatever. But like we feel all those things in our body. So in a lot of ways we're tuned in, but it's really detached because so much of it's happening in our minds where we're making decisions and thinking through, what do I need to eat? What do I need to do? How can I do this? Can I eat now? Should I eat now? Should I eat later? Do I need to bring food? Do I have things with me? Like all of that is happening in our brain. So I think actually we get even more detached from our bodies because truly we are managing our bodies and our disease outside of ourselves at all times. So I think it's even more important for me and for anyone who's battling a disease like this where it's on your mind all the time, and every decision you make, you have to take your diabetes into consideration. I really, really think this practice in embodiment and listening to my body is going to be helpful in my disease management. Like I don't miss my lows or my highs or anything like that. Like I'm pretty in tune. I'm lucky. Some people literally don't feel those things anymore after a long time. But I don't know. I don't think anything bad can come from being able to listen to your body better. I think with diabetes, like I said, like I'm tuned in, but I'm tuned into very specific things and then immediately routing to my brain. And so it's logicking my way through everything I feel again, which is my issue, versus feeling what I need to feel in my body and just letting my body have what it needs and do what it needs to in order to keep carrying me through this life. Especially as a type 1 diabetic, there's a lot of other issues that can come up in our bodies the longer we have the disease. There's eye issues and kidney issues and heart issues and things with circulation, and just a million things in our bodies don't work the way a normal healthy body would. Not that we can't be healthy and not that we can't live a life free of these comorbidities, but it's so important for us to be able to tune in and to make good choices based on our own individual bodies. And I also think too, unfortunately, in the healthcare system in the United States, we really have to look out for ourselves. And it's hard to do that if you don't feel into what is happening in your body. We should know the most about our bodies, I think. There's amazing healthcare providers out there, but unfortunately everything is fast these days and they don't have time to sit with you always. I know there's a lot of providers who can offer that. Sometimes it costs a lot of money, and so you may not have that opportunity. So the better you can be at being an expert in your own body, I think the better you're set up to survive in this healthcare system. But that's just my 2 cents. But anyways, so all of that with dating my body, with recognizing the extra tuned in and the extra detachment that comes along with being a type 1 diabetic, I just think I want to get better at listening. Like, I hear my body, but am I truly integrating what it's telling me? Am I really listening to understand versus just like listening to hear? Like, oh, am I having an emergency? Do I need to have sugar? Like, to me, that's just like hearing and taking action. I want to be able to like listen and be like, oh, interesting. I want to integrate that and understand how to move forward, or just let it sit. Um, like I hear my neck is screaming for help, and I might have a million solutions in my head about how to deal with it, but maybe just laying on my mat for 10 minutes a day could be the thing that makes my neck happy. This is a terrible example, so if you've made it this far, thank you. But ultimately, I think this whole journey is me learning how to listen, learning how to trust my body, and learning how to be authentic in my mind, body, and spirit in every environment. And if you're on a similar journey, or if you're exploring any of those avenues, I hope you'll stick around and be on this embodiment journey with me. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Eve Embodied, and I'll see you next week.